Then if that's the case, you make your way on inside, and immediately, even though kind of looking around your surroundings, it is late at night, like late. And yet you still see children running around through the streets, and they all seem to be dressed up in all kinds of different costumes. They seem to be having a wonderful
I remember
time.
what day of the year it is, and if there's a reason.
Roll a... Roll...
Also, you're gonna have to give me 5 seconds to roll whatever you want me to roll, because
Alright.
I didn't have my thing open.
Roll either a history check with a high DC, or roll a religion check with disadvantage.
Load. Fucking good. Please, for the love of God. Load. Thank you for playing this. I'm just going to play D&D. Let's see. You said either history or religion with disadvantage.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. And let me know which one you pick.
Let's see. They're both the same thing. Jaden, 1 or 2?
2.
Got a 14 and it was religion.
Aye.
The other option was 17. Holy shit, that's a lot of sound of wood. Stop that. Not you. Yeah. I clicked a thing and it started blaring noise at me.
Fair enough.
Hello?
There's nobody there, it's the basic robot.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Nick.
No issue. As you kind of are walking, you can smell all kinds of different sweet smells in the air. But as you walk, first, well, what is your passive perception?
Scroll up was the same. 14.
14? Alright. As you're walking, you kind of begin to pick up on some things. Firstly, looking around, this town doesn't have any signs for you to look at. And on top of that, some of the people here, they're hard to look at. In the fact of, if you're not paying attention, they seem to just vanish from sight. What would you like to do?
I just kind of sighed to herself. God damn it, I'm not getting any more sleep, am I? And just kind of wander around looking at the different things out and about.
Alright.
Trying not to be conspicuous, but looking.
Roll.
You know, the way somebody who's new to town just kind of.
Yeah. Roll a d20.
Oh no. Rolling. It got me an 18. I hate that because I know how usually a high number means bad.
Kind of begin wandering these paths, and at a point, you wander down a road, and you kind of begin to notice that there seems to be a few more people here. They all seem to kind of be circling something. And as you approach, you suddenly feel a thud as you hit nothing.
Right? Invisible barrier. Great.
And as you realize that, looking just ahead, you can see there are 6 people just past whatever this barrier is. 2 older men, who seem to be chanting something, as well as a younger woman who seems to be wearing a clown outfit, who is currently sitting down, seeming almost mimicking to play on a piano, which you realize now you can actually hear her play the piano.
Does she have a mask on?
She does not.
Cool. Alright, that's 3 people.
The others, you can definitely tell are not human. Where are you?
You can probably check our chat because it should be like near the bottom.
That's where you get.
I already found the images, I just needed to find where Sarah was.
Fair enough.
5 seconds.
No,
5
sure.
seconds.
3 day. 3, 4, and 1, 2.
How much should we care about the fact that Connor's here?
He's muted and deafened.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like you try to be sneaky and catch like a couple words or something.
I can just do this.
That's fine. It was just, it started playing something like blaringly loud.
Probably freaking ass.
Okay. What am I looking at? What did you send me?
Those are the other 3 figures that are in the center area. Which the
Whatever the
second...
hell that is a person, and that is something I don't want to be near. She'll just kind of watch vaguely. If it looks like nobody's gonna judge her for watching, she'll watch, but otherwise, she will just wander around.
You gotta peer around. It almost seems as if a crowd is making a circle around this area, as you can begin to tell some of the people in this crowd are chanting along to what the other 2 in the barrier are chanting.
Well, don't know the chant, not gonna help. That sounds like work.
Which also I should mention, the second image I sent seems to be, it looks like it wants to go towards the woman, but it seems as if it's completely stuck in something. Meanwhile, the other 2 are going towards the older men, and while their movement seems slowed, they are still able to move.
Alright, she's just kind of watching with interest.
Alright.
Like, keeping an eye around her so she doesn't think he's pickpocketed off her, but like, watching with interest.
Then, as you are watching, I will shift over a little bit. Nobody. As you are kind of watching from your side, kind of just peer past what's going on for a second, as you watch as this small fairy comes up through the crowd and smacks right into the barrier, almost creating a slight shimmer throughout it.
I guess he'll kick off of the wall that he was leaning on and make their way towards them.
Alright.
And as they approach, they will just kind of call out and just, you're not from around here, are you?
Aspen, you hear a man calling out to you.
Do I look for the voice, and do I recognize anyone?
Kinda doesn't take long, as you do notice somebody is approaching you. Jaden, if you would like, you can go ahead and center the image for your character.
I would send it privately. Oh, we're gonna go there. That's okay. Do I recognize whatever the hell this is?
Roll a... Roll a nature check.
Wonderful. I'm terrible at that.
You will require a natural 20.
Of course.
Well, I don't got it.
Sarah,
Yeah?
go outside and look east. You might be able to see the heavy velvet.
So what?
SpaceX just launched another heavy velvet. So,
No thanks. It's cold out there,
so I tell you.
and I already took things off.
Well, it's just gotta.
Are you talking to me?
I'm not. I was just waiting
I'm
for
talking
you
to the
finish
demon.
it. Oh,
Sorry. I got yelled
my
at.
apologies. But
But
you do
to
not...
the demon.
You do not
Sorry.
recognize what this thing possibly could be.
I'll look at it. I look it up and down. Do I know you?
No, I am nobody. I saw you walk into the barrier and I assumed you were like me and went from around here.
I think
I
I'm
only
part
got
of a
here-
murder mystery now. It's okay.
What?
It's not the worst thing to happen lately. I was
Alrighty.
napping. Somebody woke me up. I'm no longer napping. And now I'm watching whatever the hell this is.
I see. Wait, so you were just brought here?
Yep. It's
I
okay.
see.
Not the worst thing to ever happen to me.
Well, I only got here a few hours ago. I woke
Oh,
up in
okay.
the woods.
I woke up right outside the gate. Sucks to be you.
Yes. Due to my appearance, I did end up scaring a farmer until he was shooting me.
Ooh. I usually do that by starting talking about organs.
Ah, well,
Are you okay? I have a
guess that's
question
an
before I
interesting
continue to talk to you.
yes.
What is your opinion on criminals?
I don't know. At least not yet.
Is it more, are you like a kill on sight kind of person or a take them to the nearest judge kind of person?
I feel rather neutral, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't have much of a memory.
Where are your morals? Murder yes or murder no?
You will probably learn about as much. You'll learn about as much as I will if we continue to be around each other.
Why should that be murder? Why can't it be justifiable homicide?
As I said before, I don't have much of a memory of what I am or who I am.
Did you name yourself when you woke up, or did you remember that as your name?
No, I call myself nobody because, well, until I know who I am nobody.
I'm gonna call you Lucius.
What?
Would you like to have a family? I'll give you a family. All it
No,
requires
thank you.
is you definitely don't sign a contract.
You kind of just
I feel like
hear,
that would bring more confusion.
you hear just behind you. Get a room!
I would, but
I
this
am
is
showing
funnier.
you this is very much platonic.
I was offering for him. I was gonna give him to my dad, but like, I mean, that's a good option too.
As far as I'm aware, we just met.
Listen, the more you talk to me, the more you'll understand. Do you understand what's going on here?
They're holding some sort of ritual over there to calm down the spirits. This is, I think they call it the Festival of the Spirits. I'm not sure. Right now, the elders over there are calming them down.
I have so many questions. Are like, but you're not gonna be able to answer any of them. But I have questions because, oh no, some of these spirits might know me if they're spirits of the dead.
I see. I mean, you can shoot me as many questions as you like. I don't think I'll be able to answer all of them.
Are these
As
spirits
for
of
who
the
the
dead?
spirits are, I don't know.
My brother Carlos would love these. For all the wrong reasons, but he would love it.
I see. Sounds like a troubling soul.
Yes, we have a monthly celebration where we try to kill him. Once a month. Nobody has succeeded. Mostly on the
I
fact
don't-
that he's found a way to be retroactively immortal, but
I see. I'm not really aware of how families 100% work, but that sounds wrong.
if you met him, you'd understand.
Then I will hope I don't meet him.
Unfortunately, if you keep talking to me, you might.
I see. He immediately turns around and starts running. No, he doesn't do that.
Actually, hold on a second. I sit up. She'll look around. Azure? Are you listening?
Kind of sit
Who's
there.
Azure?
What'd you say, Nick?
Kind of sit there for a moment. You can hear nobody's question. You get no response.
I'd say it's odd for him not to respond to me, but he does it all the time, so.
I see. So that's a person.
Yes, Azure is my older brother.
Hmm.
We're all adopted.
I see.
Don't worry, we're weird like that.
Nice. Okay.
I say adopted, but we were bought. But we're family. I think.
Hmm.
I don't know, I'm just as confused on relationships as you are.
Fair enough. Yes.
Do we-
Personally, I'm only over here by this, ritual that's happening, because I worry that, well, I don't know how these festivals of the spirits go. I just know that I was told that they would be aggressive. And if they do break out, if they could ever break out, I want to make sure that they don't get, too far. But I want to make sure they don't get far.
I mean, fair enough.
I'm currently staying at a doctor's place. If you'd like me to lead you there, I'm sure they wouldn't. Well, you would probably have to stay in the same room as I, but I think they would be fine. I'm not sure. I don't know about lodging in this area, as I have been told that this town will actually actively move itself. All
So
of
what
their
I'm hearing
buildings
is
are
that
either
you
magical
don't-
or pitch-up tents.
So what I'm hearing is I don't have to see my family while I'm here. Because they can't find me because the town moves.
I guess if you're trying to get away from your family that badly, yes.
I mean,
It
I
would
got
be difficult.
kidnapped, but like, this just means that I don't have to worry about being in trouble for not doing my job. I can be lazy without consequences.
Ah, so you're getting a vacation? I see. Well,
I'd ask you how your family is, but, you know, you remember nothing.
if they're, as far as I'm aware, kind of looks at his arms and just kind of looks at himself a little bit. If there's anyone who is related to me, there's only one person that comes to mind. At least they share the similar appearance to I. Though I'm unsure as to whether they are actually related to me. Well, they might be. She was rather aloof with the details of who I was, or what was going on.
Shadow Lady?
Oh, that sounds right. So you met the miss.
The Shadow Lady with the kimono looking thing.
I don't know about a kimono, but
And horns?
yes, that's what?
And would I assume her horns? I don't know, Shadow Lady. She had red eyes.
Shadow Lady sounds correct. I'm not too familiar with the other descriptions.
Listen, man, Shadow Lady is Shadow Lady. We're not going on with anything else.
Sounds good.
So, should we be trying to leave town, or like, do we just wait?
Well,
A specific
I-
goal I should have?
I think I have business here. I don't know what or why, but I have to figure some stuff out here. I don't know about you. I'm not sure why you were brought over here, but I assume that she brought you over here to help me. I'm not sure. She said that people would eventually come here, but I wasn't sure of how many or when.
Well, I mean, if the rest of my group shows up, there's gonna be, let's see. She starts counting on her fingers. Trevin, Rick, Fenmeyer. I'd say the Fool, but the Fool left. Did I have the Fool's, belt on me? And whatever else thing he left?
Hmm.
Do I have that on me? She said I had my bags, but like, is my stuff with me?
Huh?
The Fool's belt that he left on my bed.
Yes, it was with your bag.
Cool. Let's see. So, did Aspen know Teogo was back in town? Even though he's dead now, but like, did she know?
She does not know.
Cool. Let's see. Aerolith, Nyx, possibly Nick's sister. Probably not though. Azure, but mostly for spying reasons. Carlos, unfortunately.
As she lists this out, we will look back over to the ritual. As she lists out these names, he will look back at the ritual.
Alright. As you do, you watch as the one with the sword almost seems like it's being squeezed for a second before turning into a black smoke.
I see. Okay, the second one? The second one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with the sword. Well, it seems Tasha's getting things done. You good over there, sir?
No. Say whatever you said to me again.
Looks like Tasha's getting things done.
Who's Tasha?
He'll kind of point towards one of the elders, the one that looks like a clown. The one over there.
Oh, I don't like
Nick, you
clowns.
may want to re-describe what's going on.
That's fine. I heard the thing. I wasn't aware I was supposed to be talking.
Oh, fair enough. I was just making sure.
Fair enough. Which you can see as Tasha kind of turns and takes a bit of a bow towards the crowd before almost skipping towards the other two. As you can hear, as she moves her hands along the air, it sounds as if she's running her hand along different chimes.
Hmm.
But do the two of you continue to watch?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Sarah, are you going to continue to watch?
Yeah, I'll keep watching.
Uh-huh.
Listening.
As time goes by, you two of you are watching it, and you can tell, or you see as another one of them dissipates, and as the three of them begin to shift their focus on the last one, the two of you hear a voice speak up. Ah, good to see that you are still here. And I see you found a friend. How lovely.
I look over.
Who is it? She said.
Aspen, as you look over, you see what appears to be somebody wearing a doctor attire, which has patches of blood on it. Occasionally, like on the sleeves and on the chest, but the lower
have a
portion seems a
picture?
bit more clean. I sadly do not have an image for this one. But the head seems to be of a pig mask.
Right, yeah, you don't have an
No,
image of
I-
him with the mask.
Correct.
Dr. Ginger.
Do you know Dr. Otep?
You can kind of see as he places one finger to the chin of the pig mask and tilts his head as he thinks while approaching you.
Or Otep's brother? Who is
Ambrose Dexter.
Dexter?
Otep I have not heard of. However, I have run into Dexter before. We exchanged notes on a few things.
Ah, so you're the fun kind of doctor. Wonderful.
Fun kind?
My
I don't know your morals. Yeah, I can't discuss what I find as fun with you.
Fair enough.
But he knows Dexter, which means I can definitely go to him if I need to.
Hmm. Well, Dr. Ginger, it seems like they're finishing up in the ritual. At least, from what I see. I don't know if you see it differently.
Most certainly seems that way. Which, good to know that there weren't too many this year. Or too many feisty ones.
Do you know Red? You've got pig mask on, I don't know. I'm trying to run through all the people you can know.
I know of the color red, but I don't think that's what you mean.
It's not, but you know, that's a better answer than some people give me.
Well, that's good. And I suppose, though you've already heard my name, I should introduce myself. I am Dr. Ginger, the local doctor of this lovely little town.
What? Aspen. I don't exactly have a last name or anything else to go with my name, but I'm Aspen.
It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to have you in our little town here.
I got kidnapped.
Oh dear.
It's okay. I'm gonna call it a vacation.
Well,
Is there a hotel?
sadly
Sorry.
no. We usually don't get many guests here, especially those who intend to stay for long. However,
Well, I just need, just tell me where to set up the tent. I'll find a way.
you could always set up a tent just outside of our walls. Though at the same time, over at the doctor's office, I do have some rooms that you could stay in. They're meant for patients that have to stay overnight, but still, I hear the beds are rather cozy.
Hey, it's gonna sound vaguely rude, but I just have to check to be sure because of the people I've lived with and worked with, and because you've got bloodstains on you. If I go to sleep in there, am I gonna be missing some organs? I'm sure I
no.
can get somebody to give me some new ones, but like I have to check.
These stains are old. This is the one that, well, this is the outfit that I usually wear when I know things will get dirty. And, well, I'm wearing it tonight because I know people tend to drink quite a bit at this hour.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't want it to sound rude if I ask that. But
Oh,
if
no, it's
weird
completely
that some of these
fine.
people- I have a brother who, if I went to sleep around him, I'm sure I would miss at least one organ.
Oh dear.
Don't
that's
say, oh
not
dear,
good.
that makes me think the morals here are too good.
Sounds troublesome.
It's okay. He'd usually regrow them for me. It can be a cut of it.
It sounds
I'm
uncomfortable.
sorry. I'm very tired. It is very uncomfortable. You know what's more uncomfortable? Accidentally bring a druid to watch your brother rip the lung out of something. I didn't think he was
I
gonna do it.
see.
Would you say the name of this brother was?
Carlos. Does Carlos have a last name? I don't remember.
Tepesh.
What?
Tepish. Did I say that right?
Yes. Also, Jaden, have you not paid attention when he's introduced himself before?
I think I've heard it before, I just forgot.
Interesting.
Aren't you glad I have a whole server full of notes?
I don't use them, so.
You don't have access to those notes because that's got information you're not supposed to know.
Well, I know who the fuck Depeche is, or at least I know what that's referencing.
I suppose I will have to look out for that name.
Don't worry about it. He'll probably not visit here. Unless he's kidnapping me back to wherever I'm supposed to be.
I see.
Seems like you deal with a lot of kidnapping.
Oh, don't get me started. Literally, I went to bed because I was tired of being up all day from having to go save another friend, and from being kidnapped because he was being held for ransom because he had bounties out for his knowledge from some people from where he's from. It was weird.
I
Okay.
see.
And then I had to go help him, and then I got Carlos to come and buy him because Carlos is the one with enough money, and I couldn't get Azure to buy him because that means he'd be related to me. So,
Hmm.
and his mom's a dragon and did nothing about it.
Hmm.
Also, he's part of her horde now. Take that as you will.
I
Her
see.
horde?
You don't know what a dragon horde is? Right, you're an amnesiac. Very shiny things put in one place that if you touch, you get killed by the dragon.
I see. So your friend was shiny?
Yeah, in some aspects, especially in the brain.
I'm assuming that's an insult.
It's much an insult just to point out of his personality. He likes shiny things too, but that would be on account of being part dragon.
Ah, so he's like
I'm
a crow.
tired. Kind of. Wait, how do you know what a crow is, but not a dragon lord?
A crow's a bird.
Do you know what a dragon is?
Vaguely. I don't really see a whole lot of them. At least, I don't think I do. Then again, maybe I do.
And as
I'm
I
not
pull
sure.
out one of her books that had the history of the area they were in, that had... Well, surely one of these history books had information on some kind of dragon.
Yes.
She'll pull it out, find a description or image of one, and point at it.
There's a roughly drawn image of a dragon.
Dragon. Rough dragon, but dragon.
I see. For some reason, I feel exasperated might be the right word whenever I see that. Are dragons tiring?
Very much so.
I see. Well, then I guess
So
I've
very tiring.
possibly dealt
She
with
thinks
them.
about all the dragons she knows. So very tiring. And personality and things you gotta do to keep them happy.
You should see what it's like whenever you're trying to treat their wounds.
I know, right? He gets so bad about it.
There's...
I'm sorry.
I don't have any straps that are strong enough to keep them down.
I just put him to sleep.
Sadly, none of my medicine is strong enough to put them to sleep.
Magic. Magic helps a lot.
Oh, you put dragons to sleep?
Full-size dragons, but if they're half dragon, you could definitely put them to sleep.
I see. Do you know this from personal experience?
Flashback to that time she knocked Rick and Nick's out. Oh yeah.
I see.
I mean,
Is dragon tasty?
she thinks about it. According to some people, yes. Depending on what you eat.
I see. I don't know. I've been eating food recently, and for some reason, it just feels like a whole new sensation.
It depends on who you ask.
That's fair. They had a lot of food out here earlier. I was absolutely going to town.
What's your favorite
Oh.
so far?
Honestly, I was so out of it while eating, I don't know what I grabbed.
Poor doctor, he's stuck listening to this random conversation that's happening.
Dr. Ginger, were you looking for someone, or?
Oh no, I merely saw you over here. Noticed you happened to be speaking with somebody. So I was simply
He kinda just pointed at me and ran over here. And then we started talking.
I saw she went face first into the barrier and assumed that she was not from was not one of the locals.
Invisible barriers are not as common as other things that I've unfortunately had to see.
Oh no, I
Like
understand.
murder
I almost ran into it myself.
Like murder houses. With scary things on the inside.
Hmm.
And a false height and did I recognize Mr. Ortiz as a false Hydra? Or
You did not.
a Hydra of some sort?
You did not.
Or did I just see it? Okay. Or something with a lot of heads where heads shouldn't be.
I see.
Or a girl who's
That
dead, but also
sounds
not dead, but
horrifying.
also still dead, with a scary dragon cat thing.
With the many heads,
You
I
can
believe
also
you may have
manipulate
witnessed a kid.
Or, yeah.
What?
With the
Oh,
many
what?
heads, I believe you may have witnessed an echidna.
I don't know what
Oh, I
that
know.
is.
An echidna.
Yes, small animals, but they are certainly interesting ones.
Oh no, it wasn't small. It was very big, and he pretends to be a person.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I am unsure.
Yeah. And then there's Kanabo. He's lord of the place I was in previously. His daughter is the secretary to the mayor. But his daughter's also dead, but not dead. But doesn't know she's not dead, but also dead. It's weird and complicated. I don't understand it. She scares me.
Hmm. Sounds like a very chaotic place.
Tell me about it. We're on the back of a moving turtle.
I think you're still on the back of a moving turtle.
Are we? Am
Yes, we are.
I? Oh.
I believe his name is Bruma.
Oh, thank God, we're in the same
Sounds
place.
right.
Yes, he's a young boy, but he is rather nice.
I think one of my companions made him laugh and almost got themselves killed.
Oh,
We were on the head. They were talking to him for something, I don't remember. And I think the head went back and right went tumbling down, and I just kind of laughed. Perks of being able to fly, you know?
oh, I can imagine. Another reason to envy those of you who are not human. You all have such varied ways of moving around that helps you out.
I don't think I can. I don't think I have anything to deal with being launched.
I suppose that's true. Though at the same time, are you sure of everything that you're capable of doing?
No, not at all.
I can make you into human soup, she says, pulling out the portal. Pocket hole. With the crate of the dead skeleton of the Luxodon that's still in it.
I would prefer to stay not soup.
The most I know of my abilities is my ability to wield weapons and the fact that my clothes are alive.
She packs up the hole and then holds out her purse and opens it up to show Corgi inside. Would you like to pet him? I never leave home without him.
Which one are you offering it to?
Either or. I'm just kind of holding it, so I'm trying to offer one of them a chance to pet the puppy.
I give pet. I touch furry head.
Kind of watch as. Ginger watches for a second before kind of reaching in, also petting.
I also have let's see, what else do I have? Let's see, what would be entertaining to people? I'm bored and want to be entertained. She holds up the Marina's armor that she got from the mimics. I got this. Had to find a mimic for it. I don't ever use it because I don't swim.
I see.
But I have it.
What's a mimic?
Do you touch it, it's stuck to you, and it also tries to eat you. And it also pretends to be things.
Sounds frightening.
I've heard of mimics, so I've never had any experience with them.
Give the names out.
I take it
Father
from
Genasi? Not Genasi. What's the thing that turned Rick to a jar called?
a free.
Father Nefriti.
Oh my. I hear those are rather high elementals.
It turned my friend into a jar. He's not a jar anymore, but he was a jar. Are we friends? I don't think he likes me. But I'm gonna call him a friend because I'm confused about relationships.
Well, you certainly seem to have quite a varied amount of knowledge. I take it you are a bit of a traveler?
Yeah. Sure. That's where I get all this knowledge, traveling.
Huh.
Definitely nothing illegal.
I wish I could travel as freely as some of the people who come here. But sadly, I do have a duty to this town that I must uphold.
Well, if you ever want to come out, you're welcome. Dr. Otep would be entertaining for you to meet, I think. I'll say hi to Dexter for you if I see him again sometime soon.
I would be very much appreciated if you could.
Ooh, do you know Tagori? She's a doctor.
I don't recognize the name Tay. However, I do know of a woman named Madison Goy. She was a rather lovely lady, though it's been a while since I've seen her.
I've never met this woman to my knowledge, so...
And you're correct, you have not met her.
Water. And it's not for the one here. After that,
I'll check on the ritual again.
Huh?
I'll check on the ritual again.
I'll take a look over him. You can see that they have cleared out the last one, though you didn't see them clear it out. And you can see that they each seem to be discussing something. You also kind of look around and you can see that the crowd is slowly dispersing, but seeming to still be celebrating through the night.
What was Rick's last name again?
Hellfire.
Hellfire.
Hellfire?
Hellfire.
Cool. Hellfire.
Yes.
Yeah, Hellfire without the H.
You know the Hellfire family? I'm just running through everything I can and start to find out whether or not he's somebody I can freely talk to, or whether or not I should pretend to be a good person with.
I do not recognize that last name.
Fen makers.
I have heard of their alcohol, but I do not know much more about their family.
Huh. Well, I think I've run out of everybody that you could possibly know.
My apologies, but
They're fine.
I am not familiar with many people outside of our city.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where I am based off of the people know. And how likely I am to be found.
Oh. Let's see, you said you were trying to avoid them, correct?
Avoid? Not necessarily, because there are a couple of them I like. Like Fenmeyer, he's adorable. Not all his lights are on upstairs, but he's adorable.
That's fair.
And I can't leave Trevin and Aerolith unsupervised for too long, otherwise all my money will be gone.
Do the two of you wish to be out all night, or would you like to see where you can stay, if you wish to stay at my office?
If you would, that'd be great, because I'll be real with you, Chief, I haven't slept for like a full night in ages.
I see.
Yeah.
Well then, right this way.
And follow after him.
I'll be around later. I'm going to stick around and
Very well.
observe.
Then, for now, I will leave the door unlocked.
I will give a nod.
Also, I should ask, are you an early riser? As he kind of begins walking with Aspen. Aspen? Sarah?
Sir?
What?
As you begin kind of walking with him, he kind of glances over. By the way, are you an early riser?
I'm awake before most people.
I see. Well, I will give you a bit of a heads up if you're awake early enough to see them, but there is another person staying with me. Though she is a permanent person of the house. Her name is Hibiscus, and I will warn you, if you are afraid of spiders, you may wish to avoid her.
Spiders? Nah. Every spider that I've ever met has been nice to me.
Well, that's good.
Are we talking like driders or actual spiders?
I am unfamiliar with what a drider is.
Kind of like a person, but also a spider. Kind of like they got the upper body of a human, but the bottom half is spider.
That matches her description.
That would be a drider. Do I know if Aspen actually knows what a drider is? No, you know, I've met them, so I'm gonna pretend I do until somebody tells me to shut up.
Well, that is certainly good to know.
Because I've met like 2.
Correct.
And I'm too tired to care, I'll be real with you, Chief.
It's fine. But I will show you to your room. As he kind of leads you towards, away from, now as you kind of look around, what appears to have been the center of the town, and into a, it's not large, but it does seem to have, there's a second floor, but from what you can tell, the second floor isn't as tall as a usual second floor. This here is my office and my home.
Oh, I'm sorry to have invaded it for a little while.
It is no issue. I told your friend back there that during a festival I certainly do not mind being hospitable to those who happen to wander in. And if you are interested, the festival does last, I believe, 2 more nights after this one. Though, for outsiders, it mainly simply seems like there's just food and dancing that goes on, but for us, we do deeply connect with the spirits that show up.
Oh, don't worry, I understand. How I grew up, we had a lot of traditions that a lot of people only saw parts of, that assumed they knew everything.
Well, I'm glad you understand. Opens up the door and leads you in, which you can see well, it seems almost sectioned into 2 different areas. One where you can see what appears to be 3 doors that are directly facing you. And then to the right of those 3 doors is a desk, and behind the desk appears to be a chair, followed by a kitchen, and kind of glancing towards the back, a door back there.
Oh
Hello?
no. Connor, go away.
He is still deafened.
Okay.
But kind of gestures towards a door. That is where you may stay.
Well, thank you for the place to stay for the night.
Of course. And if you do need anything, just call out. I am just upstairs.
Thank you very much. I shall kind of bow and go to bed.
And for tonight, that is where we end it.
Yay.